Hey everyone, guess who I have today? It's a very special guest star. Are you ready? Drum roll. Doo, doo, doo. So, this is my teddy bear. And I don't know if you saw that I have been posting this amazing phenomenon that is happening in the world right now. People are putting their teddy bears in the windows of their homes and apartments so that when all of humanity is out going for their weekly or daily strolls, both for kiddos and those of us who are young at heart, you can go on a bear hunt and you can look and see if you can find teddy bears in windows. And I just love this so much because it's such a beautiful example of like the love and oneness and shared sense of humanity and a sense of playfulness and whimsy that is how our world is responding to all that's unknown right now. So yes, so I thought that I would do a little recording with my favorite spiritual advisor here. He's been very helpful over the years. He's especially great during breakups when you're like in your bed, fetal position, curled up, about to buy stock and Kleenex because you cannot stop crying. And he just like fits into the crook of your arm really, really well. So we're going to be doing a little video today about ways to infuse spiritual connection into this time that we're in. And just a little bit about this teddy. So this teddy was my grandma's, and Margaret Marshall was, she was a force. She was so progressive. She like took a bus down to Alabama, I think, during the civil rights movement to march with King. She worked for the Gay Men's Health Alliance in the 80s at the height of the AIDS crisis, like so out there, and so clear with her values. And one of my favorite stories about her is that she lived for a very, very long life. She lived, I think, till 98. And at the end of her life, she had like no short-term memory whatsoever. So in the course of a 10-minute conversation, we would have the same conversation again and again and again and again. So, and she really liked to ask me my coming out story, like how I knew that I wanted to be with women. And so I came out to her like hundreds of times over the last few years of her life, which is great. Anyway, Teddy and I are going to share 4 things that we are doing right now to really stay high vibe in that spiritual space, and we're gonna do that together. Okay, so number one. This is the idea of baby steps and being really gentle with ourselves. So when you see a new baby learning to walk, what happens the first time that the little one tries to walk? They fall down, of course. And the grown-ups that are surrounding them, their parents, what do they say? They don't say, oh, forget it, stop trying, like you'll never get this, don't even bother. No, of course. They like bring them into their arms and hug them and kiss them and encourage them and really like give them the nurturing that this is new and it's going to be a little bit hard. And the next time that the kiddo tries to take a step, everyone is there like holding out their arms in support and love. And there's like cheering, right? Every time they try to take a step. So we can extend that same love towards ourselves, that as we're kind of each finding our way with how to be in this new world that we find ourselves in, just to be so gentle and loving and encouraging. And every time we're able to shift a little bit more into a place of optimism or choosing to see the good or a sense of connection or even a little bit more of a sense of calm, to really affirm that deeply for ourselves. So that's number one. Number two, hold on. Okay. Number 2 is choosing to affirm the good. So as humans, our reptile brains are wired for negativity and fear. It's how we kept ourselves safe for thousands and thousands of years. So we have to kind of push beyond that a little bit and look for the good and like elevate it as we move through our days. So case in point, yesterday I'm on a bike ride. All these people are out walking. Families, older people, like everyone in between. and we're all waving at each other and smiling at each other. And there was such a sense of we're all in this together. Like, we don't exactly know what's going on here, but we're going to be out there. We're going to be waving. We're going to be smiling. And like really, really deep sense of connection. So choosing to affirm that and elevate that, and that's what I'm holding with me instead of some of the more low vibe things. I saw all these kids doing chalk drawings on the sidewalk, and it's all like loves and heart, hearts and love and like butterflies and all this stuff. So really like taking that energy in and holding that energy close to us. So that's number 2. Number 3 is one of my favorite questions to ask, and that is, I turn myself on to spirit when. I turn myself on to spirit when. And so when I think about this for myself, I think about times when I'm in a deep sense of trust with how my life is unfurling. I think about like overflowing joy, especially from just like simple pleasures of life, like a really good cup of coffee, or getting up a big hill on my bicycle, or whatever it is, like just a sense of joy. Oh wait, excuse me, hold on one second. Yes. Yeah. Teddy says he likes being in a sense of awe at the beauty of the world around him. Also awe of delicious snacks. He's very snack motivated too. And I love just celebrating all of the magic. Like, I had this really cool connection with a random stranger on Instagram yesterday, or maybe not so random. Is holding all those things really close to me. So thinking about ways we can continue to turn ourselves onto spirit. So that's number 3. And then drum roll, number 4 is such a deep sense of faith in humanity. Guys, we are so incredible. Like, humans are there's so much ingenuity. There's such a sense of optimism. There's such a sense of, despite everything, we always gravitate towards oneness and towards love, and just a deep faith that we will rise in new and different and stronger ways. And we don't know what that's going to look like. And of course, that's a little bit unsure and unsettling. And alongside that, and even greater than that, is this knowing that what will come out of this time and the shifts that are occurring now that we can all feel are really magnificent and really glorious, and to hold that truth in us, and to maybe even hold that a little more deeply than we hold some of the superficial uncertainties. So those are our 4 tips. And oh, excuse me, hold on one second. Yes. Okay, so Teddy would like to say that he wishes that each of us have a day that is blessed with little sparks of magic and divine winks. And we're signing off. Bye, everyone.